Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Hope all is well. In this video, we're going to go over the predictions for Colorado versus Oregon State. Coach Prime and the Buffaloes, they're going to lose again to Oregon, but not so fast. Stick with me. Stay tuned. Guys, please do me a favor. Before we get into this video, please give us a like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also, hit the bell notification so you can get updated on my latest content as it drops. All of that will be greatly appreciated by me. Hey guys, before we get started, do me a favor, go into the description section of this video. There you will find a list of all the players on the Colorado team that have YouTube pages. Make sure you check them out and subscribe today. All right, so Colorado plays host to number 16 Oregon State on Saturday at Folsom Field in a crucial Pac-12 matchup. Both teams are hoping to rekindle some early season momentum after deflating losses last weekend. Oregon State was eyeing a Pac-12 title game berth before suffering its second conference loss to Arizona, while Colorado remains 2 wins short of bowl eligibility after coming up short against UCLA. The Buffaloes started the season 3-0 in year 1 of Deion Sanders' era, but have since dropped 4 of their last 5 games, including a 28-16 loss to the Bruins last week. Colorado got off to a hot start against UCLA and forced 4 first-half turnovers before the home team put their foot on the gas in the second half to pull away. As for Oregon State, they're coming off a 27-24 loss in Tucson that puts them behind Washington, USC, and Oregon in the Pac-12 standings. With games on the horizon against Washington and Oregon during the final month of the season, the Beavers likely need to run the table and get some help to reach the Pac-12 title game. Now, will Colorado lose this game? It's a possibility that they will if they don't change their strategy. I feel like they have to implement the running game. If they implement the running game, especially what they did against TCU, they can easily win this game. Yes, the Colorado can win this game despite their last 2 losses, despite what they did against UCLA, but they have to implement that running game. And I feel, this is just my opinion, that will help protect Deion Sanders, because if Deion Sanders take less sacks and less hits, he will pick the defense apart. But the offensive line and the whole scheme is not just the offensive line. I mean, people been talking to me. They said, Max, it's not just the offensive line. It's the play calling. They abandoned the run, and we looked at the stats. And the last game against UCLA, they really abandoned the run, and the stats tell the story. The total carries per all running backs was just 11. So it shows that Colorado abandoned the run. I mean, Deion Sanders himself, he had 13 carries. But if you look at the main running backs, Dylan Edwards and Anthony Hankerson, they just had 7 carries in total. Alton McCaskill had 2 carries. Savion Wilkerson had 2 carries. So I think they have to implement this running. When they say they don't have a running game, I think they do, but they just have to give it a chance. Even if they're not successful, it keeps the defense honest. And because of the defense, quite frankly, if they know that they're going to pass 95% of the time, they're going to throw the house at Shedeur. And the offensive line cannot defend the house. There was a moment in that UCLA game where the defensive player was supposed to line up against the wide receiver, but he didn't even do that. He was pointed towards Shedeur for the blitz because they figure if they can get at Shedeur that he's not going to be able to get the ball to the wide receivers, and it worked out effectively in the second half. And I think Oregon State is going to do the same thing. In fact, Oregon State was able to sack the UCLA quarterback about 5 times, and during that game when they played UCLA barely got a sack off on the Oregon State quarterback. So that tells me that their offensive line is more than capable. And also it tells me that their defensive line is going to be gunning for Shedeur this game. But if Colorado do enough to protect Shedeur, they're in the ball game. Just like Coach Prime said, we beat ourselves in a lot of games, minus that Oregon game. But they were in the ball game most of the time throughout the other games. But they have to protect Shedeur. He's taking too many hits. But if they protect him, they in the ball game. They definitely can win this game. But if not, I'm afraid they're going to lose. But what say you? Drop a comment below. Let me know how you feel. I'll catch you on the next video. Take care. Guys, please do me a favor. Before we get into this video, please give us a like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also hit the bell notification so you can get updated on my latest content as it drops. All of that will be greatly appreciated by me.